Om Bhadram Karnebi Shrunuyama Deva Bhadram Pashyem Akshavirya Sthirairangai Stushvansas Vyashema Deva Hitam Yadayuhu Swastina Indro Vruddashrava Swastina Pusha Vishwaveda Swastina Starksho Varishtanemi Swastino Brahspatir Dadatu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We are studying Gaudapada's Mandukya Karikas, and in the fourth, that is last Prakaran, Alata Shanti Prakaran, we studied up to Karika 30 last time, and the 30th Karika, perhaps we did not read the commentary. So we read 30 again. Anader antavatvam cha samsarasya na setchati anantata chadimato mokshasya na bhavishyati. This old argument, Shankara has used it many times, that if sansar is anadi, then it cannot have an end. That which has a beginning has an end. That which does not have a beginning has no end. Either it does not have a beginning means it is not there at all. So there is a question of ending. Or it has a beginning means there is a finite thing. Then finite thing will definitely end. And if we take this world to be real, then moksha is adimat. That means moksha begins at a particular time. Then moksha cannot be permanent. So, the meaning is that we are nitya mukta. We are eternally free. The question is only of knowing and not knowing it. That does not change the matters. That is the conclusion. So, Shankar says, Ayam cha apara ātmana sansara mokshayo paramartha sadbhava vadinam dosha uchyate. That those who think Atman is ultimate and sansara is ultimate, their fault is being shown. Another fault is being shown. Anade atita koti rahitasya sansarasya. Atita koti rahitasya. That means beyond sansar there is nothing. That is atita koti. Beyond sansar there is nothing. If such be the sansar, antavatvam samaptir na setchati yuktita siddhim na upayasyati. Setchati means it does not appear logical. By logic it cannot be proved. The ending of such sansar has no logical basis. Nai anadi san antavan kaschit padartho drishto loke. San antavan. In the world, if something has no beginning, then it has no end. It has no beginning, but it has end. Like that we do not see any example in this world. Bijankura sambandha nairantarya vichhedo ishta iti chet. If you say Bijankura sambandha, the seed and sprout relation, it has a continuity and that can be broken. If such be your argument, na ekavastu abhavena upoditatvat. It is no unit. It is no one thing. A chain is not one thing. So by this argument that it is not one thing, we have already removed this doubt. Tatha anantatapi vijnana prapti kala prabhavasya mokshasya adimato na bhavishyati. If you think that by experience, by realizing we are getting moksha, then it is at a particular time that we are getting moksha. So, anantatapi na bhavati oho adimato. So it has a beginning. And beginning, if it is had, it cannot be endless. Ghatadeshu adarsanat. We do not see such thing in jar, etc. Ghatadi vinashavad. I think we read this commentary. Let us read again. Ghatadi vinashavad avastutvat adosha iti chet. Now, vinasha of ghata is something, not a thing. So, it has a beginning. It has no end. So, there is no fault. Tathacha mokshasya paramartha sadbhava pratinahani. If moksha is abhav, then moksha is positive something, itself vanishes. The broken jar is not a thing. It is abhav, absence of a thing. Is moksha the absence of a thing? Do we want such moksha which is not positive? So the postulation that moksha is a positive experience itself vanishes. Asattvadevo shashavishanasya iva adimattva abhavasya. So, by two reasons. Because it is unreal, abhav. And like the horns of a hare, it is abhav, one thing. Secondly, adimattvat, and because it begins. So from these two counts, moksha is not a permanent positive entity. Okay? Now we come to 31. Adau ante cha yan nasti vartamane tat tatha vitathai sadrisha santa avitatha iva lakshita. This is the argument used in Bhagavad Gita, used in Vaitatya Prakaran. In Vaitatya Prakaran, we had two different reasons for the falsity of the world. One was comparing with the dream. But there was another argument that there was a time when the world was not there, and there will be a time when the world will not be there. So how we can take it real in the middle? Adau ante cha yan nasti, that which is not before, that which is not be afterwards. Vartamane pitattatha. So in the present also it should be like that only. How? Like that? Vitathai sadrisha santa. Like unreal things. Vitatha. Not real. Avitatha iva lakshita. Though we see it as not unreal. Avitatha, not unreal. Though we see it as not unreal, but it has to be unreal because that which was not in the beginning, not in the end, cannot exist in the middle. Now, this was already commented upon in the Vaitatya Prakaran. सप्रयोजनता तेषां स्वप्ने विप्रतिपद्यते तस्मात् आद्यन्तवत्वेन मिथ्यैव खलु ते स्मृता. This was also in the Vaitratya Prakaran, that it serves a purpose. It is real because it serves a purpose. Prayojanata, saprayojanata. And the reply was given that things in the dream do not serve a purpose in the waking state. Things in the waking state do not serve a purpose in the dream state. So their being for a purpose is contradicted in the dream state. And so, coming back to our argument, Adyantavatvena, that it was not in the beginning, not in the end, so it has to be unreal. Te smruta, that means it is known by the Pandits to be unreal. Vaitathe Krutavakhyano Shloko iva sansara moksha bhava prasangena patitau. So the whole context is like that. There it was a direct argument, and here the context is that scholars say so. Scholars say so. So all the arguments had to be reproduced for telling that scholars may be saying so, but it is absurd, it is not logical. So many things are repeated now. From Vaitatya Prakaran, sometimes from Advaita Prakaran, which has been already told from a guru to shishya, but in the face of scholars differing, it is to be repeated again. Sarve dharma murshas. So that is what Shankara said here. Sansara moksha abhava prasangena patitav. So this sansar will not get moksha. In that context, it has been read again. Sarve dharma murshas swapne कायस्य अंतर्निदर्शनात् संवृते अस्मिन् प्रदेशे वै भूतानां दर्शनं कृताम्. So, another argument of the Vaitatya Prakaran joined two shlokas, that inside the body, because they are seen inside the body, so whatever we see in the dream are unreal, and inside the body, place is very little, very contracted place, and there how can we see big things? So it is unreal. Nimittasya animittatvam ishyate bhuta darshanaditi ayam artha prapanchate ete shlokai. So it was told that you feel outside has to be real because of your experience, but we say from logic or fact point of view, it is unreal. In that context, this shloka has been repeated. Na yuktam darshanam gatva kalasya aniyamad gatau pratibuddhasya vai sarva tasmin deshe na vidyate. And the time is not enough to go somewhere which we see in dream. And if suddenly a man wakes up, he does not wake up in that place where he had gone in the dream. So, from all these arguments, Jagarite gati agamana kalo niyato desha pramanato yaha tasya aniyamat niyamasya abhavat swapnena deshantara gamanam ityartha. In the waking state, there is a fixed time for going to a country and coming back. But that is not observed in the dream. And so, this is not real. Another argument, mitra daisa sammantra sambuddho na prapadyate gruhitam chapi yat kinchit pratibuddho na pashyati. Now, in dream I went to my friends and I talked with them and I discussed with them. But when we wake up, we find it was not there. The friends do not remember it. So whatever I had seen in the dream, we find in the waking state, it is not there. Mitra deisa sammantra tadeva mantranam pratibuddho na prapadyate. So what we had discussed with the friend, that we do not get in the waking state. Gruhitam cha pari yatkinchid hiranyadi na prapnoti. And in dream, suppose we had got some gold that we do not find in the waking state. Atasya na deshantaram gacchati sapne. So in dream we do not go anywhere else. Gruhitam chapi. Gruhitam chapi means if we had got something in dream, we do not find it in the waking state. This is a slightly new argument. Atasya na deshantaram gacchati sapne. So you do not go anywhere in dream. Swapne cha avastuka kaya pruthak anyasya darshanat yatha kayas tatha sarvam chitta drishyam avastukam. Now this is a new shloka as a conclusion to the topic. The body which you have in the dream is also unreal. Because other than that, separate from that, we have a body in the waking state. And like body, everything which we see by mind in dream state is also unreal. In dream, we see a body, our body, but that we do not get in the waking state, because in waking state we have another body. Similarly, whatever we saw in the dream was simply a mental projection, and now it is not there. Shankar says, Swapne cha atan drishyate yah kaya. In dream, we saw a body moving about, our body. So, avastuka, it was unreal. Tato anyasya swapadeshastasya pruthak kayantarasya darshanat. Because that during sleep, whatever body we had, now we have a different body. Or, even during dream, there is another body on the cot. In dream, happens when we are sleeping. And in dream, we had a different body. This is important, huh? In dream, I suppose I saw I am eating a mango. Mango was a creation of my mind. I, the eater of the mango, also was a creation of my mind. Because that eater I, that body, that personality, and this I is sleeping on the cot. So that I also was a product of my mind. So everything which is product of the mind is unreal. This is a new argument. And it is an important argument. The mind creates a subject and an object. Object is false, then subject also is false. Important argument, remember. Some people say world is false and I am Brahman. No. If world is false, the person who experiences this world also is false. Aham Brahmasmi does not mean this Aham. The Brahma, which is alone real, is my I. That is the meaning, not this I. This I is unreal, goes away. Swapne swapadeshastasya prathak kayantarasya darshana. So in the sleep state, there is a cot. Yatha swapna drishya kayo asat. Tatha sarvam chitta drishyam avastukam. So, the body, personality, seen in dream was false. So, everything was seen by the mind. It was false. Similarly, in waking state also, whatever our mind is seeing is false. Swapna samatvad asat jagaritam iti api iti prakarnartha. So the meaning of all this topic is that everything in waking state is false because it is just similar to dream state. Okay. Now, relation between waking and dream state is being nicely explained. Grahanat jagaritavat tad hetu swapna ishyate tad hetu tvacha tasyaiva sad jagaritam ishyate. Important thing, new thing. Dream is called a product of the waking state. Because what we saw in the waking state itself, the impressions are carried in the dream state. And because dream is a product of the waking state, so, important, Jagruti is false is being stated. Jagruti is false because it is like dream, is an argument over. Another argument, that dream is caused by waking, and so, in comparison to that dream, waking state is taken to be real. Because this is the cause and that is the effect. So, because Swapna effect, the cause of Swapna effect is Jagrita experience, so, in comparison with dream only, waking state is called real. Important point now. Because Jagriti is same as waking state. People are confused. How waking state is same as dream state? He says, no. Similar to dream state, not same. Because it is the cause and dream is the effect. So, because it is the cause, we call it real comparatively. That is the difference. Good, important point. Itasya asattam jagrad vastuna, but actually it is unreal. Because of this, Swapna is unreal. And cause of Swapna, it must be unreal. From real and unreal thing, how it will come. So, if Swapna is unreal, the cause, comparatively it is called real, but it is also unreal. Okay. Jagritavat jagritasya iva grahanat grahya grahak rupena. So, main point in Jagruti and waking is the subject-object nature of our experience. That is what is pointed out again and again. Like dream means subject experiencing object. In waking also, subject is experiencing the object. Jagritam hetu asya swapnasya sa swapna tad hetur jagrita karyamishyate. So, it is called the product of the waking state. Dream also, who has subject-object experience, so it is the effect of the Jagrita state. Tad hetutvat Jagrita karyatvat tasyaiva swapna drisha eva sat Jagritam natu annesham. So for that dreamer, waking state is comparatively real. Others do not see that. For others, subject-object experience is wrong. For you who dreamt, compared to the dream, this waking state appears to be real. Yatha swapne iti abhipraya. So, like dream, it is also unreal. Yatha swapna drisha eva san sadharana vidyamana vastuvad avavasate. Now the dreamer sees dream just like an ordinary thing. Tatha tat karanatvat sadharana vidyamana vastuvad avavasamanam natu sadharana vidyamana vastu swapnavadeva iti abhipraya. So there is no thing. It appears to be some sadharana vastu in dream. Similarly, in waking state also it appears to be something, but it is not there. Anyway, so whatever we see in the waking state also is unreal. It is just the object seen by the subject. Their meaning is that it is an object seen by the subject, and so it is unreal. In waking state also, object seen by the subject is unreal. And subject appears to be real comparison to that object. So, subject also is unreal, object also is unreal. The subject-object division is unreal. Now, Utpadasya aprasiddhatvat ajam sarvamudaritam nacha bhutadabhutasya sambhavosti kathanchana. So we have told that being born, this itself is unreal. And so everything is called as aja, birthless. This process of being born is itself unreal, and so the Brahman is called unborn. From a real thing, we cannot get as product any unreal thing. From a real thing, how an unreal thing will be born? So, it is not born at all. From Utpadasya aprasiddhatvat, Utpada, the process of being born, is not established at all. So we have said that everything is aja. From a real thing, how an unreal thing can be born? Anyway, okay? Nothing special. Nanu swapna karanatyapi jagrita vastuno na swapnavad avastutvam. We feel a doubt that though Jagriti effect is Swapna, yet it is not unreal like Swapna. Atyanta chalo is Swapna, Jagritam tu sthiram lakshyate. So new argument is that dream appears very temporary. As soon as and waking appears continuous. Satyam evam avivekinam syat. This is true for non-thinkers. Vivekanam tu na kasyachid vastuna utpada prasiddho asti. Those who discriminate, for them there is nothing produced. That means from Brahman, nothing is produced. So, time and longer time will not prove anything. In Swapna, sometimes we see hundreds of years, continuous. From waking, it appears half an hour. So this time has no meaning. Aprasiddhatvat utpadasya atma eva sarvamiti ajam sarvamudaritam vedanteshu sabaya bentaro yaja iti. So in the Upanishads, everything is unborn. Brahman is everything, it is unborn. Brahman is inside, outside. So it is absolutely unborn. Yadapi manasya jagrita sato asat swapno jayati iti tadasat. You are thinking from real jagriti, unreal dream is born. That is wrong. Na bhutat vidyamanat abhutasya asata samostilo. Show me an example in the world where from a real thing, unreal thing is born. Nai asata shashavishana de sambhava drishta kathanchidapi. So unreal thing is only a name, like horns of a hare. Now, it was told that dream is the product of the waking state. Then how do you say that producing itself is unreal? You yourself say that dream is the product of waking. Then how do you say that the production itself is unreal? For that reply is being given. Asat jagarite drishtva, important thing, another. Asat jagarite drishtva swapne pashyati tanmaya. Asat swapne pi drishtva cha pratibuddho na pashyati. See the process now, cause and effect process. Now in waking state we have seen unreal things. And those impressions are filled up, so we see those impressions in the dream state. Now in the dream we have seen unreal, and we do not see that in the waking state. So this is a slight difference. Waking state, unreal things we have seen. impressions are carried in dream state. And we see those very things. Now, dream impressions are not carried to waking state. Sometimes it comes as a memory only. In dream I saw like this. That impression, as if I am seeing, does not come in the waking state. So that is the relation between waking and dream. Relation between waking and dream is a peculiar relation. Dream is a product of unreal things. So it is unreal. But we see things in the dream state that are not carried to waking state. Okay. Let us read further. Huh? These are only to be read. Shankar says that you have said like that. Asad avidyamanam rajju sarpa vikalpitam vastu jagrita drishtva. So in waking I have seen like rajju sarpa, unreal thing, tad bhava bhavita. So that has filled up your mind. Tad maya, you have become filled up with that. Swapnepi jagritavat graha grahaya rupena vikalpayan pasya. So in dream also you get that subject-object, consciousness, impressions from the waking state. Tatha sat swapne api drishtva cha pratibuddho na pashyati avikalpayan. So you saw in the dream, but now you are not doing that kalpana in the waking state. So swapna impressions are not the cause of your new kalpana now. Cha shabdat tatha jagrite api drishta swapnena pashyati kadachit iti artha. This cha signifies that sometimes jagriti impressions are different and swapna impressions are different. Some past or some impressions we are seeing. Not that just we saw and those impressions we carry. Sometimes we carry, sometimes we do not carry. Tasmat jagritam swapna hetur uchyate na tu paramartha saditi krutva. So, Jagriti, in comparison to dream, which is a product, it has some meaning, but not ultimately real. Okay. So, difference is there, but that does not make it real. Paramarthatastu na kasyachit kenachit api prakarena karyakarana bhava upapadyate. So, ultimately, if you say nothing is cause and nothing is effect, sometimes this is not seen there. And if it had been the effect of this, then it would have come back in the cause. That is the argument. If cause and effect between waking and dream is real, then the effect would also have come to the cause. That is the argument. If clay is made into a pot, if the pot is broken, we get clay again. So, Jagriti causes dream, we have said, but not in the real sense. Real sense, there is no cause and effect. Only impressions are sometimes carried, sometimes not carried. That makes the dream. So we had said that this is cause and effect. So here the point is that cause-effect relation is nowhere in the world. We say cause and effect because the impressions are carried. And that also not always. And the dream impressions, understood. If dream was really the product of waking state, when the product is broken, we could have got the waking same experience again. If pot is the effect of clay, by breaking of pot we got clay. Like that breaking of dream we do not see the same thing again. Okay. So in no case there is cause and effect. Okay. So dream impressions do not come back to the waking state. Viparyasad yatha jagrat achintyan bhutavat vishet tatha swapne viparyasad dharmas tatraiva pashyati. So all this is wrong knowledge, delusion. And a man sees as if he is touching, as if they are real. So in dream also, independently, unreal things are seen as real. So Swapna things are seen in Swapna, Jagrati things are in Jagrati. Not that these things themselves cause Swapna directly. It is all ignorance. Punarapi Jagrat Swapna or Asatorapi Karyakarana Bhava Ashankam Apnayan. So the cause and effect between Swapna and Jagrati is denied. We had said cause and effect simply because the impressions are carried. Not actual, like pot made of clay. No. So, in wrong knowledge, in delusion, we see things in the world. In wrong knowledge, in delusion, we see in the dream. That is the relation. No cause and effect. Viparyasad avivekato. Yatha jagrat jagarite achintyan bhavan ashakya chintaniyan jarajju sarpadin bhutavat paramarthavas prushan eva vikalpayet. So we are imagining that we are touching certain things, come in contact with certain things in the waking state, though it is like snake and rope. We are not touching that snake. Tata swapne viparyasad hastyadin dharman pashyan ivo vikalpayati. So there also we imagine we are seeing an elephant. Tatriva pashyati natu jagaritad utpadyamanan ityartha. So we do not see a direct connection between waking and dream state. That elephant we had not seen in the waking state, and we are seeing in the dream state. So it is not cause and effect like this. Some impressions of some time may be carried, and all mixed up and all that. So Swapna and Jagruti is not direct cause and effect. Okay. Now, some arguments are being repeated from the Advaita Prakaran. Upalambat samacharad asti vastuttvadinam jatistu deshita buddhair ajate strasatam sada. Okay. Shall we go on reading? Upalambat, because we experience samacharat, and our behavior is molded accordingly. So, some people feel it to be real. For them, the wise people have said that they are born. Okay. Why Srishti is described? Why it is said we are all born from Brahman? Because we take it to be real, so it is called we are born. Not in the absolute sense. But we feel troubled by thinking of not being born. So, all right, you are born from Brahman. So, this is a concession given to those who cannot feel the world to be unreal. Okay, world may be real, you behave like this, you should behave like that. All this is done only because you are difficult for you to think everything is unreal. So, for those for whom it is difficult to think that everything is unreal, the wise people have said, all right, you take it as real and behave nicely. So from high philosophical insight, the Mahapurushas have infinite compassion about the jivas. They know what jivas are saying, and accordingly they are guiding them. That is the question. So why scriptures talk of this? Why scriptures talk of that? That is because they want to guide you on the right path. I think a lot of time is there, but how much to read? Shall we pick up in the next turn from here? You read from 30 to 42. 42 commentary, 43, 44, 45 this will complete. Enough. Enough, we'll take it on the next Wednesday. So, arguments from Vaitatya, arguments from Advaita were repeated, plus relation between waking and dream state was discussed, and it was told that there is no actual cause and effect. Everything is aja. Other than aja, whatever we see, feel, is only delusion. Okay? Now, practical life, why they said like that, why they said like that, will be told, and final conclusion will be in 45. Anatha Shanti, we are coming nearer in 47. I think we'll take it on next time. Om Bhadram Karnevi Shrunayama Deva Bhadram Pashyema Akshabhirya Sthirairangai Stushto Ansastanubi Vyashema Deva Hitam Yadayu Swastina Indro Vruddha Swastina Pusha Vishwaveda Swastina Starkho Rishtanemi Swastino Brahpatir Dadatu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.